One thing I can say, her going to run her own club, her trying to get the signatures, one thing I can tell you about this girl, she's a top. What's up, rebels? My name's Willy.
My name is Leo.
I'm from the UK.
I'm from the US.
We are a couple.
We are queer.
And we out here. Today, we're going to be offering you a fresh dose of Am I the Arsehole? LGBTQAI edition.
We have got 5 brand new, spicy, juicy stories. Eat them up. Yum, yum. Eat it up. Yum, yum. Eat it up.
Whilst we're here, I want to thank you quickly for 1,500 subscribers. We don't know what's happening. Every single week we get new ones and we're like, oh my god,
y'all are going crazy.
So without further ado, let's get into it. Gay agenda.
Gay agenda. Gay agenda. Gay agenda. The title of this one is, Am I the Asshole for Trying to Create a Second LGBT plus club at uni?
I love it. I already love it.
The gays are fighting! I am a bisexual female. The current LGBT plus club at my university is a fucking shambles.
I love it. I love it.
Girl, you got me. Okay. It's run by a heterosexual couple. Neither of them are in any way gender nonconforming or anything other than straight, but they're in an open relationship and they're allies. Allies! Which apparently makes them qualified to run the LGBT plus club.
They're not even...
They're just allies.
Lol.
Technically, they weren't elected. The previous head of the club stepped down and someone else was elected. And then they asked the woman in the couple, who was a friend of hers, to help. And from there, she pretty much took over and brought her boyfriend in.
Oh my god.
So she was meant to be like VP.
Yeah.
And she was like, I run this shit.
And she brought her boyfriend. Nepotism!
Yeah.
Nepotism, boo!
Nepotism, boo! The premise of the club was to be apolitical. It was just somewhere that a bunch of LGBT people could meet and make friends, but they've changed that to a different political topic every week, most of which is about allies and non-monogamous relationships. They've also got more than a bit exclusionary. They basically asked someone who is non-binary to shave or stop coming. Oh my gosh. Saying they made other people uncomfortable when no one else had a problem with it. I started dating a guy and they told me that as we are a cis woman and a cis man in a monogamous relationship, I didn't really need the club. And then told me other people didn't want someone who was practically normal in the club when I am friends with everyone in the club and they were happy I've found someone.
The phone cut so paused to read. Yeah.
Oh, babe.
Baby.
No.
Firstly, no LGBTQ group should be run by allies.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, but that's just no bueno.
You can be like a part of the committee if that's something that's like, you know, if it's a combination of allies and people within the community, but not
two allies to run it. That's a bit wild. I do feel like it's hard because she's not the asshole, bless her. One thing I can say, her going to run her own club, her trying to get the signatures, one thing I can tell you about this girl, she's a top.
She gets shit done. Hey. Cis couple running the queer group, and then they're only wanting to talk about non-monogamy and things related to their relationship, and then they're also on the side policing trans bodies within that group. It's just a lot going on.
Not just trans bodies, even like bi erasure.
Oh yeah.
It's giving oh no, I don't know if you guys are musical enough yet, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's giving like everything Kendra says is a lie. If you don't know it, fine, but if you do know it, comment below. I want to know who knows that reference.
Definitely
She's not the
not.
asshole, is she? She's not an asshole.
No, I think that you're a hero.
Hero. Am I the asshole for not telling my best friend her crush is gay?
Oh, why does this feel like... Okay. Why does this already feel like I'm in high school?
I know.
And this is like a discussion around the lunch table.
I know.
Like,
I see it in an American school. It's
Yeah.
like, I imagine like lockers and everything.
Oh, cute. Yeah. I'm thinking like we're in the cafeteria.
Everybody
Gather around.
If Troy can tell his secret, then I can. I like to bake. No, sir.
I like to pop and lock and jam and break.
Sometimes I think it's even cooler than homework.
No.
Alright, I'm so sorry,
Okay.
gang. Let's read this. I'm like the asshole not telling my best friend a crush is gay. Alright, my best friend we'll call Amanda has a crush on our mutual friend we'll call Alex. Amanda and myself have been friends for about 7 years while we've only known Alex for a few months. Amanda constantly flirts with and hangs around Alex, and it's quite obvious that she likes him. For this reason, Alex tends to prefer to hang out with me. Oh no.
The narrator was too stunned to speak.
We are gathered here today to witness the devil. Alex tends to prefer to hang out with me. The reason unbeknownst to Amanda, because he's just another friend to me, which makes Amanda jealous that he hangs out with me all the time and not her. Even though I have repeatedly told her I'm in no way interested in him. He disclosed to me that he was gay, but told me he didn't want to tell Amanda because he could tell she likes him. Amanda proceeds to ask him out the following week after he told me this. They went on a date, after which Alex finally told Amanda he was gay. Amanda tells me how bad and stupid she feels and how she felt like a test subject and turned him gay. I told her I'd known for a while and that she didn't turn him gay, but he didn't want her to know. She's now furious at me for making her feel like an idiot and letting her go on a date with him and won't talk to me. Am I the arsehole for not telling her he was gay?
Oh.
I mean, it's not really her business.
Yeah.
Is she the gay police? Woo, woo, woo. Can you imagine the gay police? Woo!
I've seen some of them at Pride.
Like, it's not really her place. If someone says, I don't feel comfortable you disclosing my sexuality, then you would be the arsehole for disclosing their sexuality against their wishes.
Yeah. You can't, like,
yeah.
that's not on you. If someone comes out to you in private and says, hey, I'm not ready for, you know, our other friends to know about this or, you know, such and such, that's something that you should respect, and no one should make you feel bad for respecting that.
I feel like this feels like quite an impulsive reaction, though. It's someone who's probably hurt and feeling a little bit embarrassed, and often we aren't the best versions of ourselves when we're, like, knees deep into our emotions. So I imagine that by the time this is posted, it's marinated. Like, literally, by the time we've literally done this video, when was this posted? Like, years ago. They're fine now. They're besties. They're probably dating. Plot twist! No one's right, no one's wrong in this situation. It's just 3 different stories coexisting that all have their own place and time. And with time, they'll all be healthy. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Yes! Yeah, now I was going to hit you with that advice.
Am I the asshole for making a friend believe that I'm gay? Tell me more. Tell me more.
Like, does he have a car?
Uh-huh. This is accidentally being the musical episode.
Oh my god.
I'm a bisexual female. Oh, another one. Yes. Hi, bisexual women. We love you. Hi. Meaning I like both men and women. Slay. However, recently a male friend of mine has been making it clear he has a crush on me. I didn't want to hurt his feelings or shut him down, so instead I would often make references to my sexuality. Specifically, the fact that I like women. I never was rude to my community, nor to any other group. I would only ever jab at myself in ways that alluded to me not being straight. He seemed to get the message pretty quickly, and nobody seems upset, but I'm not sure if what I did was wrong. Am I the asshole?
No. I don't think she's the asshole. Or do you think she's the asshole? No. Do we have different views here? It's okay.
So, like, she's asking, like, am I the asshole for making him think that I'm a lesbian rather than, like, bi? Is that what she's kind of saying?
No, I feel like sometimes women in particular, we have to assimilate, and sometimes we do have to adapt for safety and comfortability, and I don't think anyone, this is me saying it then, for those who aren't in the LGBTQ+, you have my permission, if you are in an unsafe situation or feeling uncomfortable, to play whatever sexuality you need to in that moment to feel safe and comfortable. It's preservation.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the number of times, like, this is, like, pre-everything for me, like, pre-egg, you know, like, I was identifying as a bisexual woman, and, like, I would go out with my girlfriends, And if there was a guy that would approach, and these are my straight girlfriends, like, we're just kikiing.
Oh my god, I bet I can't even imagine you like that. That's a lot.
Like, I know, it's such a, like, past life scenario, but, like, if, like, a guy were to approach one of us, we would instantly, like, find one of us and be like, oh yeah, my girlfriend, we're together, we're just lesbians, like, we're not interested, go away.
Exactly.
And that's so common.
Yeah.
It's so common.
Even, like, if we go to the toilets, like when we were in Texas, there was a time where I personally felt like just a bit worried about Leo using the guys' toilet because they'd be scary down there, you know. And so we were lesbians then. Leo came to the toilet, was like, "Oh, lesbians using the toilet, like lesbians do." Like we, you know, sometimes you just have to assimilate. And even if like you said, no one was hurt. So I mean, you should feel comfortable just to tell someone though that you're not interested in them. That's completely okay. You don't owe anyone reciprocation, you don't owe anyone anything but kindness and respect, and so it's all you could also just tell him.
Yeah, and also it's good to point out as well that at the end of the day, you shouldn't have to be gay in order for someone to like stop showing an interest in you if it's not being reciprocated. Like, this does feel like it seems
Gays
like it was written by like
yeah,
and granted, this sounds like it was written by like younger posters, I believe. Like, it sounds a bit like a juvenile situation. Yeah. So like, it's...
Are we being rude when we say juvenile? Kids were just so old. Kids
I don't know.
So
I literally
old.
just mean like...
we try to be your cool aunt and uncle. Yeah, think of us as your cool aunt and uncle. So when we say they sound super young, that's why. We're just thinking of you as like...
You're like, I don't know, I think...
This you, me. That's the best way you can describe it.
Aww. This you, me. Aww.
See, that's the way we see you. So we hope that when we say juvenile, let's maybe just think of another word. We won't say juvenile anymore, but we'll say like young.
Yeah.
We'll say young.
They're young.
Yeah.
They're young and fun and hip.
Ooh.
Boogie.
Ooh.
It feels like this is a scenario that I feel like I lived when I was in like middle school and, you know, like around that age, middle school, early high school, of like friends learning about themselves and their identities more as we grow up, and also friend groups being a bit incestuous when you're in a school, and like you date each other, and like there's all the like in drama and everything like that, and sometimes someone's queer journey does get muddled up in all of that funness, and it's a lot. It is awkward. It is, yeah, but it's just a part of life. It's just a part of like growing up, you know. Even I think it's a universal thing, like the whole like dating your friends thing, and then it being like...
I don't always saying young, like we weren't poly once upon a time. We weren't dating all our friends. And am I the asshole for outing my trans cousin? Last week, me, 22 male, was talking to a friend, 22 male, who had recently been dumped by his girlfriend, who ended up dating my cousin, 24 male. And I was laughing at what happened.
Okay.
Yeah. During the conversation, I told my friend that this was my cousin's first time dating a girl since he transitioned about 4 years ago. He acted weird and had a confused look on his face. He was very surprised as he did not know that my cousin was trans. Oh no.
SpaghettiOs.
Oh no. I thought this was weird as he had worked with my cousin for 2 years at a restaurant. And he always told me how close to... Sorry.
Y'all work at a restaurant. What do you mean you don't know his full medical history?
He's just like frying. He's just like, I'm trans.
Just so you know, I'm frying and trans.
To customers, may I get your trans order?
Here's your trans food.
I become trans now.
When you get paid, do you think he gets a big transfer?
Sorry. So yeah, he thought it was weird as he worked with my cousin for 2 years at a restaurant, and he always told me how close to... For context, my cousin had documented, his entire transition FTM on his Instagram, where he posted many updates on testosterone. He had even posted a picture of his chest post-top surgery. I thought that my friend had seen these posts since they are pretty active on social media. Okay, alright. Okay. And did not know that he didn't. For your information, his Instagram was public, so anybody could look up my cousin's name and find it. A few days later, I get a call from my cousin yelling at me for outing him. Without me knowing, my friend had told a lot of other people that my cousin was trans, and some of his homophobic friends were harassing my cousin. Oh no. Oh, shoot. I tried to tell my cousin that I thought everyone knew since he posted the whole transition. He told me that he deleted that Instagram a couple months ago. So we got in an argument over how the internet is forever and how he never reached out telling me that he wanted to keep his transition a secret. Now my aunt and other family are mad at me, and my cousin and I are not on speaking terms. And to make it worse, he's boycotting our grandmother's funeral.
Not Nana's funeral.
Oh my God, Mum. Shit. Since he's so mad at me, am I the arsehole? That is crazy.
That was a lot. I feel like I went on a whole
That is
roller coaster.
LGBT.
First of all, the whole, like, lecture on the internet is forever, I don't think that was the time or place for that.
Wrong time, bro.
What does that do?
That would turn me into a fighter. I
Right?
swear to God, if someone said that to me when I was already, like, in that mode.
Yeah.
Put me in the ring with Mike Tyson. Let's go. Like, I swear I'll win that. I'll win that. Like, oh, what a way to, like, push someone when they're, like, that's a horrible deflection.
It really is.
Horrible. Take accountability.
Very, like, yeah. Because, like, that's very, like, let's be real, a bit victim blamey. Of, like, I know I outed you, but the internet is forever, so you should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Or, like, why didn't you inform me personally that you were deleting this Instagram account so that I didn't go and out you?
Yeah.
Like, that's a bit much, no?
Yeah. What it sounds like to me is that his cousin's quite ignorant into just probably how matters are in this world. You've got to think about the fact that once upon a time his cousin was sharing his journey quite publicly, and then he made a choice to remove it, and those choices could be linked to anything that's triggering or upsetting, and so he's just quite ignorant, I think, and hence his reaction to it being, it's on the internet. You are the arsehole. Yeah. You are the... It was unintentional. You weren't trying to out him with the purpose of, you know, making him feel horrible or leading to that harassment, but it was a direct consequence of you being ignorant. So my first advice for this guy, if he happens to watch our video, is go read up on trans matters and go read up on how to be a better ally and how to best support your cousin, and maybe don't tell someone else's story if they're not in the room.
Yeah. Final
Question. Okay. Oh, was you out of breath? Was you doing the hard work there?
Yeah.
Carrying the team, were we?
Yeah, I was. You saw the choreo. No, we gotta focus.
So.
We focus. Okay. I love you. Am I the asshole for telling my trans brother to change his name?
Your voice is cracky.
I know.
It's cute.
I would just like to say that my brother is 14 and he came out this year. I've always tried to be as supportive as I can, especially since our parents are really transphobic. Oh, good on you for trying to be supportive. I brought him a binder. I brought him a binder and a flag. I also yelled at our parents multiple times for stuff they've said to our family members about him. Now on to the problem. I am 26 and I have a 4-year-old named Finley. He's always loved my brother, and I got my brother to explain to him what being trans was, and he was great with it.
That's really sweet.
That's really cute. My brother has been in between names for about 4 months, so since he came out to me, he's changed his name almost every week. You know what? Let him cook. He's trying out all the appetizers. Let him cook.
Gosh, her brother really went.
Lynn, Pat, Lori, Shelly, Aaliyah, Rose, Brian, Darren, and Ulysses.
This week, he has messaged me saying he's found a name that he really likes and says that he thinks it would stick. That's exciting. When I tell you my mouth dropped, he messaged me that he was going to call himself Finn.
Oh, her kid's called
Finley.
Okay.
I didn't get mad or anything, so I messaged back, but Finley? Trying to point out without sounding harsh, but he messaged, trying to point it out without sounding too harsh, but he messaged back, but it's a completely different name. I don't go by Finley, I go by Finn, and Finley never gets called Finn. Okay. I honestly just got really uncomfortable, and I tried to tell him how much it was going to confuse people, including my son, whose best friends already do call him Finn. It's only family who don't. Oh no. I've tried to reason with him, but he won't budge, so we haven't talked in 2 days, and I'm kind of waiting until he announces he's changed it again.
Oh God. That's what. There's loads of ways to look at this one, you know, for me.
Yeah.
One, did she say the kid was 4 years old?
Yeah.
What does she mean? It's gonna, like, all his best friends call him Finn. Like, he's 4. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, no disrespect or anything, but he's 4 years old. I
Yeah.
don't think he'd mind if his uncle had the same name as him.
I know, especially if he's like his favorite uncle, it seems. Like, he seems like he really loves him.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, from what I know about the kids that I know, and like, from what I've seen in kids, like, they would be so, like, happy to have, like, oh my gosh, we have the same name!
Yeah,
like,
our
it's such
nieces,
a,
imagine.
you know, like,
Yeah.
imagine if one of them was, like, had your name, and they're like,
Yeah.
damn, we have the same name!
Yeah, they'll be so happy
Like,
about it.
they would love it. So it's like, I don't know how much of an issue it's gonna be for the kid.
Yeah, it feels like a her issue.
Yeah.
I feel like you might be using your kid as a bit of a scapegoat here. I don't think anyone actually cares, which is valid, because if we think about us, like, we are gonna adopt one day, we may never actually be able to use the names we have, depending on the age we adopt. But like, we're attached to names.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe it's just that personal mummy's attachment. No one's the
Yeah.
arsehole in this situation. It really feels like basic. I don't mean to be rude. I just, like, it's very, you know what I mean? In the world of tea, it's very milky. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like such a huge issue. He's 14 years old. He's going to be changing his name. He's excited.
Yeah.
And sometimes it does take a while to figure out what fits you.
Yeah. And the thing is like, okay, so from the, sorry,
It's okay.
from the, like, trans perspective, I know that choosing your name is such a special and intimate thing, and it holds a lot of weight for someone who's going through transition and trying to, like, kind of reclaim their own identity with that. So the whole thing of, like, him getting upset about you saying, like, but what about this? And I don't know if it, you know, sort of, although you didn't intend to be unsupportive, you know, like you said, you were a very supportive sibling, and, like, you know, you do your best, and it sounds like you do great in supporting your brother. But sometimes situations like this, like, are just really sensitive, and unfortunately, it just seems like he, like, I think maybe, especially because he's young, he probably was, like, excited about the name, and is like, I think this is the one, and then, like, heard, like, oh, but I don't know if it's gonna work. And it's like, oh,
Also,
you know, I think
if you're preempting that he's going to change the name anyway, then why not just wait?
yeah,
Why not
honestly,
just do the whole woo and then wait for him to change it?
yeah,
And if he doesn't change it and that just becomes his name, then that's his name.
yeah.
And you have to
That's the
respect
thing,
that.
because that's my other point is, like, okay, so you have an issue with it, and you think your son is going to have an issue with it and get very confused. But one thing to point out also is that he didn't even know that the child gets called Finn by his friends, so I'm assuming that he and the friends are never, like, all together. So I don't really understand scenarios in which that's going to be very confusing for the kid, but
That's what I'm
that
thinking.
aside,
He's
like,
4 years old.
yeah.
Does he go out with his nephew, like, 4 years old, and all their friends? Do they chill? Do they hang?
they're hanging out in Chuck E. Cheese.
Are they
chilling.
besties?
Yeah.
It's two different worlds here, but I
Yeah.
mean, you're not the
Yeah.
arsehole either. It's just whatever.
No one's the asshole here,
Yeah,
I think.
that
It's
was
just
too
a bit of-
light.
yeah. It's just a little bit
You
of a
might be the
lighthearted
arse,
one.
but you're not the arsehole.
Yeah, you might be a cheek.
It's just a cheek.
You're a bit cheeky.
A cheek.
Mm-hmm.
We have come to the end of our Am I the Arsehole? Do you like these? Do you like them? Let us know if you like them. Also,
you like it?
speaking of names, obviously you guys know me as Willy. Use this time, if you got this far, to guess what you think my actual name is below, because it's not a dead name for me. I'm happy to use it. It's just not what I would prefer people to call me.
Yeah.
But it's close to Willy. Willy's a nickname. It's not on my passport, so yeah, if you got this far, it'll be a little fun thing for you to do. And let us know if you agree or don't agree. Again, thank you so much for the subscriptions. It really means a lot to us.
We love you so much. Like, y'all don't even know. We love you.
We do. We really do. If you haven't subscribed to us already, please do consider subscribing as well, or hit that stupid thing so we can pay our rent. Thank you guys so much. Drink water.
Eat carrots.
Bye.
Bye.
Chicken nuggets.